Traders. Okay, Bitcoin. Now I posted this in TradingView. If we go back, you'll see my Bitcoin idea. This one here. Okay, and previous to this was my prediction. And then I was looking at this one, hoping that we'd see a bit deeper pullback. Okay, so that was the idea. However, it pulled back, but didn't quite hit my target down in here. I was looking for a buy to get long down in here, but now here's the thing with this. I'm going to clear everything and we'll go out to the daily time frame, and you want to look at this from a liquidity standpoint. Now, what's happened here is this has eaten into buy side liquidity, resting up in here, these buy stops. It's taken that out, or it's chewing into it as I'm doing the video. And there's another significant liquidity pool resting under. All right, so we've got liquidity up in here. That's a target, but we've also got a significant liquidity pool resting under here. You want to be really careful when you see price action playing out like this. I mean, look, yeah, I'm bullish. My bias is bullish. Now, we didn't get much of a pullback here at all, but, you just want to be really careful. The longer this trend continues on, the more you can expect. Let me just have a look and see if I can find an example. The more you can expect a deeper pullback, All right, here we go. So see how we trade up. That's a decent pullback. That's a shallow pullback. That's a shallow, hardly any pullback at all. All right, and then at some stage, I'm not really into Elliott wave, but as you sort of advance with the trend, you're going to see, all right, that, and then a deeper pullback, and then we start seeing these deep pullbacks, and then it starts to roll over, So, after you've seen a couple of shallow pullbacks like this, just be careful, because a decent retrace could be something that you could expect. All right, so let's just reset this now. I don't trust this price action at all. Okay, given that we're trading into a big liquidity zone, all right, and I'm talking external range. Let's go back. Look at it. Right, this is the external range, high to low. Whoops, hang on. Pencil's playing up. External range, right, previous price range. That's the range that we're trading in. And here, now we've hit the top. All right, now big money will buy up down here. They don't buy up in here, guys. So you want to be careful. I mean, yeah, they do. They do if this is going to continue bullish, but expect that it hits this liquidity. And I'm looking for an entry point back down in here. How does big money get involved? They need liquidity. So, if this is where they pair their orders short to unload, then here is an opportunity to get long down, if they trade it back down into these sell stops that are sitting under this range. So just be careful. That could be a bit of a fake out, and then we get a decent pullback. Now, the other way to look at this is if we pull up Fibonacci from low to high, it's currently trading at a premium. No, I don't want to get involved with that. I'm looking for a discount. Okay, I need this to pull back down into, this is my optimal entry zone between 50 and 61.8, and it coincides with this imbalance. But, as I point out in most of my videos, when this pulls back, okay, let's just have it, look at it on the 4H. All right, so that definitely, is my game plan with this. So I'll just explain how I might get involved. So this high could vary depending on but I'm looking for the pullback, and I want to gain entry down in here. But the thing with this is the pullback, the retrace, could target, a bunch of different levels, right? This is level number one, the liquidity under this range, under here. All right, we've got that. That's target number one for a pullback. Target number two is this value area under here, right? And then target number 3 is these sell stops that are sitting under here. That's big liquidity, right? So any one of these could be a target for this to rotate, to pull back and rotate. And then, it's possible it could even hit these levels as well. You don't know. The way that I'll be playing this would be on the 4-hour time frame, if you like, or a 1 hour. Let's go down to, I'll stick with the 4. Have a look at, and this is for the benefit of those of you who might be new to trading or, fairly green. Go down to a 1 hour. I'm going to be looking for this. And this is the plan. This is the plan of attack in every instance. I need to pull back into equilibrium or further. And if you pull a line like that, that's a pullback. And then you see this break of market structure, a bullish break of structure. Well, there's your entry. So a long position on this move back into this fair value gap, right? Stop under the fair value gap, something like that. So if that's the case, this break of market structure, I'm looking for the same thing. Let me just expand that. I want this to trade back down. Let's grab a pencil. I want to see it trade back down, wiggle around, fake out, shake out, and then, we get it. Now this range can happen here, or it could happen here. It could happen further down. Okay, any one of these levels, okay, it pulls, it ranges, and then we break structure. Okay, it could happen, let's just grab that, here, could happen down in here. Right? But the main thing is, wherever it happens, you want to catch exactly the same thing as I pointed out, this break of structure. All right, so, whatever it takes to, for you to set up a system that allows you to find the time and opportunity when that starts to rotate is key. All right, break of structure, there it is. Same thing, it's exactly the same thing. Very simple strategy. But, looking at it in hindsight is one thing, and actually doing it takes time, but that's the kind of thing that I'm looking at, wherever this decides to pull back. Now, I don't want to get involved long up here, but I do want to, look at possibility of a buy when it pulls back. Guys, I would love it if you commented. That would be awesome. Share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'm just going to put a note. Okay, entry long. Okay, on bullish break of market structure on the pullback. Okay, on the retrace. That's it. Very simple strategy. Don't complicate it. Something like that would be my play. Wherever that plays out. Okay, guys. And you got to map it out. You got to mark up your areas of interest and just understand, Bitcoin can move in mysterious ways, right? I mean, this thing can pull right back. So just be careful. I don't want to buy at a premium. I want a discount. That's the bottom line. Okay, guys, definitely comment. That would be awesome. With that, I hope you have a great day. Safe trading, and see you in the next one.